Get to Old Navy now for up to 75% off clearance. Get the styles you've been craving at amazing prices with up to 75% off all clearance right now in stores and online at OldNavy.com. But don't wait. Deals this great won't last. Hurry in. Valid 12/26 to 2/2.
Welcome to Blog Talk Radio in high fidelity.
Jimmy Mack is a renowned medical intuitive and spiritual life coach who has taken, completed, and even mastered a variety of healing modalities. After a near-death experience, he was shown and developed a simpler way to create healing and profound changes, now known as My Liquid Fish. He works with clients in person, on the phone, and over Skype worldwide, accessing energetic powers and co-creating changes that you can actually feel. Call in now to reserve your spot on the switchboard. The call-in number is 713-955-0594. Press 1 if you would like to ask Jimmy Mack a question. Enjoy this 1 hour of profound healing.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show. It's Jimmy Mack with another transmission and download of the Jimmy Mack Radio Show. It's really Jimmy Mack Healing Radio Show. We appreciate you guys being here, and certainly press 1 if you want to raise your hand like you're back in grade school. That's just how they do it on Blog Talk. We're also on iHeart. We're all over Spreaker, anywhere you need it. If you go to jimmymackhealing.com/interviews, you'll find today's show and literally years of shows on there as well. So find something that meets your fancy as far as guests go. You want to listen to that. The empowerment really is the same as if you listen to the recording as if you hear me live. So if we're working on somebody's headache or their sore toe and you have the same issue, you will find that it'll actually work on and clear that for you as well. And so mysteriously, magically, we've seen a lot of changes through even the replays. So enjoy that. Gosh, it's cold. This is cold for me. If it goes below 70, folks, I have to put 7 blankets on and crank up the fireplace. And we're in Tampa Bay area of Florida, St. Pete, Clearwater. And it's cold even for us. So y'all stay warm and bundled up. You can always reach out to us, of course, info@jimmymackhealing.com. If you're not already on our e-newsletter, it goes out every Wednesday. It's TTI Wednesday, we call it. There's jokes in there, things to read, watch, and listen to. It's all free. So if you're not already signed up, please do so. Incredible January schedule coming up. Next week we have special guest Sarah Kadir. She's a modern mystic, decades of accurate, quick readings. And the 16th is our special guest Jade Yin Home. And she's a medical intuitive and does a lot of the same stuff I do. So that'll be interesting to see what slant she gets. January 23rd will be Donna Blevins, and she's a PhD and an executive life coach. Her website is mindshiftoндemand.com, so that'll be a really interesting one as well. And finally, the 30th of the month, this is every Tuesday for us, will be Reverend Debbie Dean Spear. She does the transmedium work and communication with loved ones who've crossed over in heaven. So we're all about doing it free. This is our payback. This is our service. This is what we love to do. And so we're here to help y'all as far as the callers go. Again, you want to press 1 to raise your hand to get underway for any reading you might want to get, a quick reading or a healing from myself. So we're here to help you guys. Appreciate you being here. Reach out. I got a lot of personal appearances in January, a bunch of different places. And if you're on our mail list, you'll see all the updates if you'd like to see me live and in person. Today's special guest is Joanne Leo. She's a numerologist, astrologer, life coach. She does fast and accurate soul readings from the heart. You can find out more about her at Joanne Leo, and that's Psychic, Joanne, JoannELEO.com. And I've known Joanne since my mother's joke would be, since Moses wore short pants. So that's how far back our family goes together, decades and decades. So she's awesome. You're going to enjoy today for a reading along those lines. Hey, Joanne, how are you today? We're glad you're here.
Well, thank you, Jimmy. I am grateful to be here and having a fabulous beginning of 2018.
Love that. Don't you feel like it felt like 2017 was like day after day retrograde? It was that crazy?
Well, it was forcing people to really kind of forge forward. So It's kind of like, what's good for me, what's not good for me, what's healthy for me, what's not healthy for me. So you're presented in 2017 with issues that are coming right to the forefront. Okay,
right.
And it's about making new beginnings. So a lot of times, with new beginnings, you got to get rid of the old junk.
So you feel like it's more of a cleansing 2017, and don't you feel like 2018 is going to be infinitely better? That's the feeling I get.
Well, it's a 2 universal year, which is really about, 2 represents cooperation, balance, weighing things out, definitely practicing patience. And, that's where prayer and affirmations are truly the milestone, I think, to get this year going in the right direction.
Well said. Yeah. Tell folks how to get a hold of you, honey, for readings and sessions. You also have email and phone number, too?
I do. My phone number, which you can always reach me or text me, is 727-743-3400. And my email is psychicjoanneleo@gmail.com, and it's PSYCHICJOANNE Leo.com.
Perfect.
And I have a website as well, which is psychicjoanneleo.com.
Awesome. Well, we're glad you're here, honey, and I always enjoy your input, and you kind of grab from a mixed bag, not just the soul reading pieces, but it's very interesting to bring in the numerology, the astrology, and sprinkle that in there, and I think it really makes for a diverse reading, and it certainly gets to the heart of the matter. So we're thrilled you're here. We're going to take our first caller. It's 201 Rose from New Jersey. You're bound to be colder than us, Rose. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
You bet. Thanks for listening and calling in. Do you have a question for Joanne?
Yes, Joanne, I've been looking for work and applying for different jobs, and I landed a temp job. It starts this week, which is great. I'm very grateful for that, but I really need a direct hire job with benefits and opportunities. What do you see in 2018 for me?
I would love to have your birthday, Rose, so I can take a peek.
12/10/56.
Okay. Bear with me 1 second. Well, this is your year, kiddo. I know that you're going through a temporary situation right now, but there's changes coming up. And I really feel like you've got a good 6-month window here for making things happen to get in the right direction. That's April through September. So I feel like your temporary thing is going to lead to something more permanent. And I want you to put no restrictions on yourself. Okay, that's very important. Not to put any restrictions on yourself. What else is possible? I'm a big believer in what else is possible. Let's see here. When you get impatient or you're feeling like something's got to happen here, or I got to make this happen, I want you to rely on positive affirmations. I love this one that came from Florence Scovel Shinn. Even if it's not present, this affirmation is very powerful. I have a wonderful job in a wonderful way. I give wonderful service for wonderful pay. it opens the doors for more. It opens the doors for new beginnings. It opens up the doors for what else is possible.
Okay.
So I do feel that you have some really great things coming up here, kid. So.
Well, my temp job ends in April, and you said that's when I have opportunities starting in April?
In April through September, I really feel like you really need to. I don't know. Have you looked at Glassdoor? A lot of times,
Yes.
you can find something there that will pique the interest. And I do feel like there's going to be a surge nationally here. Companies are going to be hiring more or expanding more where they had the brakes on before in the last 2 years.
Right,
So
I heard that. I heard that too, because now the president lowered their taxes, so they're all going to start hiring now, and that's the reason he did it, for job creation.
Right. Well, there's going to be a lot of new opportunities coming to this to us nationally, but I also feel like no matter where you live, where do you live?
I live in cold New Jersey.
From New Jersey. Cold New Jersey. Well, we're in cold Florida, which we can't believe, but I do feel like there is some wonderful. This is a breakthrough here, so you got to jump when you got to jump, but you definitely, I feel, will secure a position with benefits and more money than you're making now.
Beginning from April through September, sometime during that time frame.
Right. So
okay.
you know, you have to keep your ears open on how Spirit presents things to you. Just like that, you got to pay attention.
I will. Thank you so much.
Thanks for calling in, Rose. Yeah, because, I mean, Joanne's telling you it's going to be April, and then you're following up with your temp job is up until April. So there you go. If it starts in April, then
I know.
it's a fabulous message, because that tells you right there Spirit's going to step up between now and then. You're going to get something that's going to take off. Yeah, so that's amazing. I love it. Thanks so much for calling in. If you're not on our email list, you want to get on there. It's info@jimmymackhealing.com. I'll be glad to send it out to you. I'll send you an audio MP3. It's on work, job, and career. It's called The Inside Job. So if you just email me, info@jimmymackhealing.com, and just put in there work, job, career, I will send that to you, and that's going to help you too, honey, okay?
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for listening. We appreciate you. Have a glorious day. Stay warm, honey.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye. Our next caller's from New Jersey as well, 856. Laura, you're on line 1. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Hi.
Hi, you have a question for Joanne?
Yes, I also am looking for work right now, and I was wondering what you see for me coming up.
What's your birthday, Laura?
October 1st, 63.
Okay. Well, this is amazing, because you're in a year of activity, change. You got to move quick when things come up here. Don't procrastinate. Okay.
Okay.
There's definitely, and I think you got a lot of nervous energy, or don't panic. Okay, that's the thing here about the universal year of breathe in, honey, and it's restoring balance. Okay, but again, you're hitting a very powerful cycle. First of all, January, February, and March is about activity, or you really kind of pushing your boundaries to search. But there is more money coming to you April, May, and June. I see you working very hard. It's coming up. You have to have faith. I think the thing is that sometimes you can get stuck, and it's all between your ears. Does that make sense?
It does. I analyze a lot, and I
right.
worry,
I know you do, because let me just tell you something. Worry creates equal sign fear. When you're in fear, it means that your faith is in question. You got to bring faith to the forefront and believe and affirm. I'm a big believer in Louise Hay, so is Jimmy. And you do yourself a big favor if you got yourself into getting the book Heart Thoughts, which is kind of like you've got to learn to love yourself and stop procrastinating so much, or overanalyzing will keep you stuck. You will miss an opportunity. You will negate things because you overprocess it and the opportunity's gone. You've got to breathe and move forward. You've got to stop this cycle of overanalyzing because it's keeping you stuck.
Yeah, and I think that's every time I think something's going along well, something comes along and the rug gets pulled out from under me. So then I have a hard time believing that, anything good is going to come and stay because it just keeps falling apart.
Well, it goes back to faith. Sometimes when something's removed or gets segued, you have to retool yourself. It comes from the checkup from the neck up. I love Zig Ziglar. A lot of times the checkup from the neck up where you are sabotaging yourself. So don't let that happen. You have to, for every negative thing, restate it with a positive.
Okay.
Like if you're saying nothing's going my way, guess what? Nothing's going to go your way. So the affirmation would be, I'm open and receptive for my highest and greatest good. Present the opportunity, remove the challenge. You got to start talking to yourself in a more positive way instead of the negative, doubtful gloom and doom.
Yeah, I know, but every time I do it, and I think things are working out, something happens and it falls apart. So then I have a hard time believing.
Here's the thing, Laura. You got to be you're in between your ears. You have to create a cheerleader, not the doomsayer, not the doubter.
Okay.
Not the negative. Positive gets positive, negative gets negative. So it's like a boomerang. If you don't think anything's possible, the boomerang is that you're going to be presented with impossible situations. I want the perfect job. And you boomerang, it'll come to you. Do you understand?
I do.
Thoughts are things. So if
Nice.
you're thinking negative,
it's a great message. Laura, you want to stand up? We'll have you feel the energy.
Okay.
Because you have what comes through as themes of loss. So if you stand up, face due north, you want about a foot in between your feet. It's going to feel like somebody's pulling you forward for yes and pushing you backwards for no. So go with Laura. My name is Laura. You'll feel a pull forward.
My name is Laura.
Feel it drifting forward?
No, I'm going backwards.
Okay. Would you go by another name?
No.
That's it. All right. So your energy is reversed. So that's a huge factor. I just changed it. Going to pull you forward now. Feel the drift forward now. My name is Laura.
Should I be saying that? My name is
Yes,
Laura?
my name is Laura. I can't get simpler than that, honey.
Okay. No, I didn't know I was supposed to say it, though.
It's okay. It'll pull you forward for yes now.
My name is Laura. Okay. Yeah.
No.
I did go
Okay.
forward on that.
Yeah, so now it's as if what happens is your energy is like your sunflower is supposed to be up by your head and your roots are down by your feet. For you, it was flipped around. So a lot of that explains to me where things are going sideways or you're losing traction. You have themes of loss. You can just own it and say it. I have themes of loss. It's going to pull you forward.
I have themes of loss. Yeah. That's it.
So I'm going to release all that, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out now into the void. And all I'm using is myliquidfish.com. Anybody can look that up and learn how to do it. It's going to pull you back now on themes of loss. You'll feel a pull backwards.
Okay, now I am going, yep, going back a little bit.
Snap. Love it. That's what we need. Does that make sense? So energetically, we're changing things for you now. Okay?
Yeah, thank you both so much.
Awesome. You're welcome. We're thrilled to talk to you live, honey. You reach out. It's info@jimmymackealing.com. I'll also send you an audio MP3. It's called The Inside Job on Work, Job, Career, and it just happens to be our theme for the day. But if you email me, info@jimmymackealing.com, just put in there about work, and we'll know. We'll send that audio out to you, okay?
Okay, thank you both. Happy New Year.
Thanks for calling in. Yeah, Happy New Year to you. Stay warm in New Jersey, honey.
Yeah. Bye.
Lots of themes today, Joanne, on work, job, career, right? Wow.
Yeah, well, it's all about this balancing thing that I talked to you about, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's kind of like there's a universal force here that's saying, I want balance.
Mm-hmm. No doubt.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. 229 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 229. Okay. It's Blog Talk's kind of messing up, I think, with the cold. So we'll see. 229 is our next caller. If you're there, just say hello. If not, we will keep going. Joanne, what do you see for 2018, though? Don't you feel infinitely it's going to get better? I do.
Yes, but I feel that 2017 had a lot of good stuff to it. A lot of
did
people
it?
get they kind of are stuck on things that might have been where they had to clear. It was about change. It was about bursting forward, really, and breaking out of the 2016 was brutal I agree. 2016 was brutal for most people. So in 2017, well, this is a hard year. Well, it's only a hard year for the simple fact that it's forcing you to wake up, change, add something new, get more positive, break out of the negative. And it was about planting the seeds because you're in a whole new 9-year cycle when 2017 hit. And a lot of people don't understand it. They want to just look at the boo-boos instead of the bright spots.
Right.
So you can't carry forward boo-boos. Remember, boo-boos are just the aha moments to learn something. Okay? That's all a boo-boo is here. Whether it's a disappointment, whether it's a misunderstanding, whether it's things not happening lickety-split.
Right.
So
and
now
it could
you're
be
in 2018.
like you said, it's all about balance too. Whether it's work, job, career, relationships, money. It's definitely about balance. I want things to run smooth. I don't want to hear the lawyers are on the phone or the police just left or none of that. I like smooth.
Right.
For a lot of people, smooth is boring. They like the chaos and the drama. So it's amazing what goes on.
We have to always look what we do. Well, it's the thing, a lot of people, and I find this in my work, a lot of people are stuck on guilt.
Mm-hmm.
And guilt comes from many different aspects. It can come from relationships. It can come from your childhood. It will absolutely put the brakes on you or for you going forward. You have to do something wrong in order to feel guilty. I don't do guilt for anybody anymore once I learned the lesson, unless I did it, unless I committed it. If I said something, acted some way, created it, whatever, then I have to own it, because here's the problem. Responsibility without accountability is where the problem is. You cannot be a responsible person and not be accountable. And that when you're not accountable, then you get guilty. You see what I'm saying? You have to be accountable if you're going to be responsible.
No doubt. And I could write a whole book on guilt. I'll have clients all the time. They start out with these themes of I wrecked the car, I drank too much. They remember when the day and the hour their parents died. It was 20 years ago, and where they were, and they're just so hung up in guilt. It's almost like they're swimming in molasses,
Well, it boils down to this in my work, Jimmy. It's could have, would have, should have. Okay.
Right.
And stepping outside the circle, which I really literally take them by the hand and say, all right, let's get out of the circle here. Because when you're in the circle, you are never going to see the good thing of how to work it through.
Right.
Outside the circle, you have a different perspective.
No
outside
doubt.
the circle. So in order to feel guilty, you have to do something wrong. And see, a lot of people, like you said, if they're dwelling on 20 years ago when their parents died, or a family member, or a lover, or a boyfriend, or a fiance, or whatever.
The blank.
They have work to do on the other side. Over here, all we can do is pray for their highest and greatest good. Let it go.
And again, that's tragic for everybody, and I'm not, putting that down. But if you're the people I find, if they remember the exact date of their car wreck 9 years ago and the exact date of their MRIs from 11 years ago, it's just like, oh, God, get out of that, right? You want to shake them and say, wake up and get out of that. 229 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, you can. The beep happened now. My name is Debbie. I'm calling from northern cold Florida.
Oh, okay. How are you, Debbie? You have a question for Joanne? Yeah, you're colder than us, that's for sure.
Yeah. We've got the heat on today, which is a rare occasion. I just wondered if you'd give me an overview of something of my coming year, because everything is kind of up in the air in a sense. So my birthday is May 19th, 1960.
Okay, and what's your first name, hon?
Debbie.
Debbie, all right. Well, Debbie, you like everything organized and planned out, so it kind of throws you a curveball when things are up in the air, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm not so good with patience either.
Yeah, well, listen, here's the thing about patience. I want you to visualize the scale, And so when you have patience, it's all tilted. But usually when you're patient, patience is the lesson you need to learn because you want to steer the boat, even though that you may not have, what do they call those things, Jimmy, that they use on the boat? It's not autopilot, but it's they have some radar or whatever.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They have radar. They've got rudders. They got all kinds of stuff going on. They work by satellite even now.
Right. So here's the thing that I want you to understand, Deb, is that when you're presented with something that's testing your patience, it's like I was just telling Jimmy, you got to get outside the circle so you get a different perspective on it. What's the good? What good can come from this? Do you ever think about expecting a miracle because you want to control the situation?
No.
Okay. Well, then when you have lack of patience, it's because you're being tested, or that you feel like you have to fix it. Correct?
Oh, I have feelings of fixing things. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Well, fixers, visualize the word fixers in capital letters. Fixers, visualize that with an equal sign, always wind up victims. Disappointed, procrastination, not having control. And you see, with your birthday, you don't like to be told what to do, how to do it, where to do it, when to do it, and you're very strong. So when things without a clear direction, it gets you discombobbled. Does that make sense? But your year coming up this year looks good. I mean, it looks really good here, but you've got to get into a more positive swing here and a positive thinking mode here. There's a lot of things going on with responsibility or family issues. So remember what I said about responsibility comes accountability. There's some really good decisions or things that are going to be presented to you for 9 months, starting in January all the way through September. I do feel like by the time July, August, and September hits, there's a tremendous opportunity for things to work out without your impatience getting in the way. That's your test. Okay? When you're impatient, where's your faith, Deb?
See, I think you took that and ran with it in a much bigger way than I meant it. Being impatient, that's my one trial that I've had to work on throughout my whole life. But I feel like I'm very strong in my I'm very strong in my faith, and I willingly allow myself to be led. And
you have a challenge
not
from
so much.
April to September. You have a challenge from April to September to balance things out. Or if your patient's being tested, and you just make a note of this, because I'm telling you, I'm looking right at your soul. And that's where you have to
balance what things out.
That's going to have to be with decision making, anything financial, things within your family. Just remember, fixers wind up being victims, because usually if you're fixing somebody, they're not doing their job.
Okay.
So I really feel like things are very positive for you for these first 9 months. And I do feel for you, things are all going to work out smoothly, believe it or not. Where you don't have the answers, you will.
Awesome.
Jimmy,
may I ask a favor?
Sure.
Would you please remove my blockages, or whatever that is you do where you face north?
Yeah, we can work on some of that. It's endless, but stand up. Face due north right now. You go by Deb?
Debbie, yep.
Debbie. So if you say my name is Debbie, you'll feel the pull forward.
My name is Debbie.
Like a drift forward?
I did, yes.
Okay, awesome. If you say my name is Nemo the fish, you'll feel the pull back.
My name is Nemo the fish. Absolutely.
Okay, awesome. So here we
Thank
go.
you so much.
What areas do you feel you're blocked, though? We'll do that. It's endless. We could go all day on that. Writing.
My big blockage is to writing. I need to write.
Okay. All right. Let's just say that. It's safe and comfortable for me to write and be creative.
It's safe and comfortable for me to write and be creative.
Forward, back, or in between?
Forward.
Okay, so it's already there. So it shows up as I procrastinate. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I'm a procrastinator. Just own that. See if you go forward.
I'm a procrastinator. Absolutely.
So I'm going to release that to no. And you'll feel it leave.
Oh, yep. That is
Feel the difference?
amazing that you do that. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, I appreciate it.
With gratitude. With much gratitude.
So you say that again, I'm a procrastinator, it's going to pull you straight back now.
I'm a procrastinator. It is. Yes.
Awesome. How cool is that? That's how you know it's spirit. I just happen to know how to play with it. So there you go.
Yes, and I'm incredibly grateful for both of you. Thank you very, very much.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. Get on the mail list if you're not already. info@jimmymackhealing.com. We'll send you out all kinds of information and all that. Awesome. Okay. Fantastic.
And this year is our best year yet. Be blessed.
I believe that. I really do believe that, honey. I think 2018 is going to be awesome. So thank you for listening and calling in today, too. We sure appreciate you.
My pleasure. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Joanne, before we take another caller, tell folks your website, the phone number, and the email address on how to get a hold of you because, you know, folks, you got to know you're going to go a lot deeper on a healing with me in person or on the phone or Skype. Spending more time, obviously, getting to the root of the heart of matters, and the same with Joanne. This is cursory today to show you what it can be, but you can go a lot deeper with her as well. Joanne?
Yes, my website is Psychic Joanne, JOANNE, Leo, LEO.com. They can always reach me to book an appointment, which is 727-743-3400. And my email is psychicjoanne with an E, Leo, @gmail.com. Going deeper with someone, you're name on your birth certificate and your birth date is how you're registered in heaven. So it's loaded with everything on your soul of what's your positives, what you came to work on, and then your birth date gets very predictive because it moves by the year, by the month, by the week. So it's ever evolving, but it's your soul. So it doesn't belong. The information is so unique because it's driven by the individual.
Love
That's
it.
what I do.
Yeah. Well said. Well said. I appreciate it. We'll go with the next caller. 857, you're our next caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Gwendolyn, and I am calling from Boston.
Hi, what'd you say your first name was?
Gwendolyn.
Gwendolyn. Okay, got it. You have a question for Joanne?
Yes, hi, Joanne. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, dear.
And my birth date is April 2nd, 1964.
Okay. Okay, well, looking at the, go ahead, sweetheart, go ahead.
Okay. My question is going into 2018 is basically just cutting ties from situations and from people that really not for my best and highest good, and stepping into my stepping onto my path and into my power. And I just want to know what things can I do to move forward.
Well, first of all, I'm looking at your birth chart, which is your birth date, and then I moved it to what's going on in your personal year. And I understand why you have that drive within you to balance, but I want you to start getting into this modality, whether it's a person, place, or thing. Is this good for me? Not good for me. Is this healthy for me? Not healthy for me. Okay? You know, the thing is I know that you basically, you've got a lot of personality. You've got a lot of drive. You like things in order, but you sometimes can take things to heart so deeply, okay? And you don't want to overanalyze it, sweetheart. You want to get a sheet of paper. This is what I do. This is when I do life coaching. I make them get a sheet of paper, whatever the situation is. Let's say it's a person. Draw a line down the middle. What are the pros and the cons? You know, if it's not good for you, honey, then you need to take a different direction. Not healthy for you, because you'll have your pros and cons right in front of your face. Is this healthy for me? Not healthy for me? Not good for me? Good for me? What you will know, because it's right there. There is a beautiful power that we have within each one of us. It's the power from the hand to the brain, okay? So that you can get outside of being stuck in between your ears. In between your ears is the critic. And the critic is either going to wound you, put you down, and you're going to stay stuck. It's like a recycling center. You got to get out of that. You got to come out of the critic in between, because it's not your cheerleader.
No.
Does that make sense? But you've got, this is a year for you to break out. This is a good year for you to change. You're an old soul. It's not that you're feeling these feelings like I have got to clear the deck here, okay? Because you're not meant to sacrifice yourself for somebody else's happiness. Do you understand?
Absolutely. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So get into the mindset that I just told you. Good for me, not good for me. Healthy for me, not healthy for me. Don't worry about being selfish, because, you know, when you're a little kid, share your toys, be nice, don't look like that. Put yourself a little bit on the offshoot here. So now you're an adult, and you go, oh, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Well, okay, then you welcome for cheers. Oh,
true.
You know? I mean, come on, really, seriously.
That's true.
So
that's true.
This is your power year, and I do believe that you've got a really whole good cycle this whole year. The thing is to stop feeling guilt for other people. That's got to go. Got to go. If you didn't commit murder, rob a bank, hit a little lady over the head, stop feeling guilty over words, actions, and deeds.
That's true. That's very true. You hit the nail on the head, because I feel it like rising up in me, and it's like, you know what? I'm done. I'm the type of person that when I'm done, I will
Really
ice
done.
things out. I will ice you out. I'm serious.
Yes.
When I'm done, I'm
That's
done.
right.
And I don't have to say anything. I don't have to
Right.
open my mouth and say anything. But when I'm finished, I'm finished. Thank you for the lesson. I got it. I can move on.
Okay. Okay, very good.
Love
I
it.
don't play with that.
We have to ask. How cold is it in Boston? We have to ask so we feel warmer
Oh
here.
my gosh. We are now at 14. This morning it was -0.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, some of the schools, they've closed some of the schools.
gosh.
It's dangerously cold out. Dangerously cold.
Yeah. You
But
can have
now-
our
now
partner.
But now that the sun's up, we're at 14.
All right, 14.
Yeah.
Hey, Gwendolyn, you want to stand up? We'll let you feel the energy so you can feel better. What would you
Yes.
change or make different? What do you want to change or make different for the year?
The releasing of guilt.
Okay, well, let's own that. So go with my name is Gwendolyn. It should pull you forward.
My name is Gwendolyn. Oh, wow.
Yeah. If you say my name is Nemo the fish, it's going to pull you backwards.
My name is Nemo the fish. Okay, wow.
All right.
Wow.
Now we're going to go in and grab some guilt. You can just own it. Say, I feel guilty. It'll pull you forward.
I feel guilty. Oh, yes. Wow.
We're going to release that, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out now into the void. Pull her straight back when you're done. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Feel that release?
Yes.
Tremendous.
Wow.
So now if you feel guilty, it's going to pull you straight back. Go for it.
Oh.
Feel the difference?
Yes. Yes.
Love it. How cool is that,
Wow.
right? That's fun.
Beautiful.
Reach out to us, honey. I'll help you any way I can. It's info@jimmymackhealing.com. And you got a lot of family and relationship stuff that's kind of messing you up. So,
Yes.
yes. Send me an email. I'll send you some links and some things to read, watch, and listen to. They're all free. Okay?
Okay.
And,
Thank you.
Gwendolyn, I would recommend you get a soul chart done, and so that you can understand the karmic situations going on here.
Okay.
There you go. Reach out to
Excellent.
Joanne for that. We appreciate you calling, honey. Thank you so much. Stay warm.
I will. Many blessings. Thank you.
Thank you. We're here every Tuesday at noon, folks. So dial in and get a free reading and a free healing, and we're just excited to do it. It's part of our service and what we do. 850 is our next caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yay. I'm Michelle, and I'm calling from Florida on the Panhandle.
Hey, Michelle. Okay. You're even colder than us, right?
Yeah, it's cold. Well, everybody wants to know what's going to come for 2018, and of course I do too. And,
okay.
But I
let
have
Joanne
a
know
couple things.
Let Joanne know what your date of birth is.
It's October the 14th, 68, and my daughter's here with me, and she's trying to get in the Navy, and she's trying to get some college credits. And so my life kind of revolves around her finishing college, and then I take care of my mother with Alzheimer's. And so I'm kind of curious, when do we see her maybe going off in the military? And she's curious of where she's, maybe a double phone call here. She's curious of what career she's going to go into, because she wanted to be a nurse, but then she wanted to be a hacker, and so she's unsure of what she wants to do in the Navy. And I'm like, well, when do you see her taking off? Because her life revolves around mine, because she's living with me, and it's, so I'm
What's
just curious.
Michelle? What's her name and what's her birthday?
My daughter, she was born on my birthday, October the 14th, 1997. Yeah, 97.
Okay, and what's her first name?
Adriana.
Well, Adriana's her first name. Is Carol her middle name?
No, she just got married. Her last name is Carol.
Oh, no, I just need her first name. So she's,
Adriana.
Right. She's very strong. I see where the pull is, where, do I want to do healthcare? Do I want to do something that's more, more aggressive as far as doing the computer stuff? Okay. but there's a big karmic connection between you and her. She was your mother in a previous lifetime. So that's why you're feeling like, I gotta help her, or that I'm responsible for her. It's because it's a yin yang thing with you and her. Okay. And
Okay.
I don't know about her. Does she get bossy with you or try to tell you what
Oh,
to do?
yes.
Well, that's some other connection that she forgot that she's the kid this time. Okay. So she's really into, I know that she's kind of like on the fence, or she's feeling like on the fence, but I really feel like if she really gets her goals situated here, by July, action should start happening here. I do feel like there's some good news coming her way, and it's going to be quick. She's got to act quick. Do you understand?
Right.
I think she gets a little impatient, and she can get very easily frustrated. Does that make sense?
Yes, she does. You're right on.
So she has to, and it goes back to like when I work with souls. She's very strong. She's a quick study. I'll tell you this girl. But where she gets in trouble, let me tell you where she gets in trouble. She gets rose-colored glasses on, and that's where she gets confused because she doesn't see the forest between the trees. So she has to get out of the oh woe is me, or this isn't going my way, and then she gets emotional about it instead of getting directive, taking a different direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so she needs to stay focused.
Rose-colored glasses off. You know, you got to be like an umpire in a baseball game. They call it the way they see it. It's a ball, it's a strike, it's a foul, it's a single, a double, a triple. Out of the park, home run, safe. She's got to not let her emotions overcome or jade her direction. So this is a very good year for her to change direction and get out of the drama or the disappointments or woe is me.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
But good news is coming if she gets focused and stays out of the emotion. She takes everything to heart. That's ridiculous.
Yes, she does.
I get July too, so that really sticks out. Just know that the Navy doesn't mess around. They're not going to stick her in nursing if she tests better in computers. They're going to put her in computers. They've got aptitude tests for all that stuff.
Where do you see her heading?
Oh, I watch more computers, not nursing. It's more computers and that sort of thing. So that's how it feels right now. But again, they're not going to, the Navy isn't going to invest a ton of money in her until they figure out exactly aptitudes and interviews and figuring out what direction to put her into. But it feels far more about computers than it does nursing. But again, you know, at some point you got to break the ties with all these people. If you're working on mom and got your daughter at the hip too, it's a little bit much. You know, there's got to be some me time in all this as well, okay? But I can tell you the Navy won't mess around. They're going to figure her out in a hurry, and they will assign her what she's going to do. That's it. My oldest son is Black Ops, so he's a helicopter pilot for them. So there you go.
Oh, wow.
Started
What
as
is
a whole lot of...
Her eyes got real big when you said that. She's like,
So he started as a whole lot of nothing and went through everything you could go through. So, you know, it's all going to depend on her and how much energy she puts behind things as to how far she can go. Sky's the limit on all that. Okay?
Where's your son? Well, what do you see for me?
Well, for you, let's see, we got a 1-5, and so you basically, you and your daughter are in the same kind of ballpark with this year. You got a lot of stress going on here. I'm just telling you, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So there's dramatic changes coming up, dramatic. So, and I mean dramatic as far as unplanned for, whether it's your mother, whether it's your daughter leaving, and that's going to hit you in April, May, and June, okay? But when you get into July, August, and September this year, I feel like there's a much stronger direction of you not being so up and down, in and out. Okay? And I feel like there's going to be some major changes taking place. So you've got a good, after April, you've got a good 6 months here of really kind of redirection. And I feel by year end, things will be all leveled out and all decisions will be made.
So are the things looking good for me, or I didn't know what you meant by mother and daughter, or
Yeah, that's what she's
my
really
mom's
saying.
got Alzheimer's.
Yep, that's what she's really saying too. We got to go to the next caller, honey. So stay tuned
Okay.
next week. We're here every Tuesday at 12 noon. We'll help you then, okay?
Thank you, dear. You've been great.
Thank you. Thanks for calling in. 727 is our final caller. Hi, what's your name? We know what area code that is.
Hey, Jimmy. How are you? Hi, Joanne. Happy New Year. Thank you for taking my call.
Thank you. Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, this call
Tell
came today.
folks your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Carol, and I'm in Spring Hill, Florida.
Okay, Carol, Spring Hill, Florida.
Yes. Okay. And I have a question. Oh, my birth date is November 10th, 1960.
Okay. All right. Okay, what's your question, sweetie?
It's in regards to relocating and work.
Okay. I definitely feel like there's definitely a change in a work situation. And I do feel like you're in the driver's seat as long as you don't procrastinate. Okay?
Yes.
There will be a move or a big change of scenery by October, November, December.
Okay.
I think that you don't, I think you get on edge a little bit here, or you're feeling this like nervous energy January, February, and March. Okay. The decisions and opportunities presented to you in April, May, and June are going to affect your work situation. But I do feel like there might be baby steps or different steps, but I do feel that there is going to be a move or a change of scenery.
Okay.
So that's good news.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
You just don't want to have tunnel vision. That's your challenge this year. Don't put the blinders on your eyes and the cotton in your ears. Be open and receptive.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Carol.
Jimmy, I just have a question, or maybe for healing, possible. The last couple of days, my lower back, which I don't have any, it's been like 30 years since I've had back issues, but the lower right, and I don't know what that's all about. And I just have some
support or money. Yours is money. It feels like an SI joint because when you talk about it, I'm getting pain in my SI joint. And you don't go for heat. You actually test better for cold. It does show as repetitive motion. So whether you're getting in and out of a truck or on and off a horse, and I'm just being silly, I don't know what repetitive motion is, but that's what it shows up as. So I love chiropractors. I go to the chiropractor every other week, and she and I trade, and she's awesome. So it feels like you need a lot of that pulled out. Glucosamine chondroitin tests good for you with MSM. As we were talking, I'm releasing it anyway. It's a pain, but it tests more not about support, but about money. It's like the more money you had, the less that would be bothering you on an emotional level, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Thanks for calling in. Thanks for listening.
Thanks. Have a great New Year. Bye-bye, guys.
You too. Thanks for calling. You bet.
Thank you.
Hey, folks. Yeah, that's going to do our show for today. Joanne, thank you so much for being on the show, and Happy New Year to you and the family. And gosh, tell folks how to get a hold of you, honey, because everybody's going to want to go deeper than just getting a little snippet today.
You're absolutely right, Jimmy, because it's just a little piece of the soul. They can get a hold of me always by phone and text message 727-743-3400. I also, they can get a hold of me by my email, which is psychic Joanne with an E, Leo.com. So it's JoanneLeo.com is my website, and my same thing for my email at psychicjoanneleo@gmail.com.
Thank you so much. And to Reverend Tiffany for being our executive producer. We love you. We appreciate you too. And of course, Sandy Bittinger, my chief of staff. Things humming along. There's so much going on behind the scenes. People have no idea. So thank you, everybody, for listening today. We'll be here again next Tuesday at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Please stay tuned and feel free to call in every Tuesday at noon for a message from Spirit or for a healing. We're thrilled y'all are here. I want to wish everybody a Happy New Year. May the rest of your life be the best of your life and make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Get to Old Navy now for up to 75% off clearance. Get the styles you've been craving at amazing prices with up to 75% off all clearance right now in stores and online at OldNavy.com. But don't wait. Deals this great won't last. Hurry in. Valid 12/26 to 2/2. Get to Old Navy now for up to 75% off clearance. Get the styles you've been craving at amazing prices with up to 75% off all clearance right now in stores and online at OldNavy.com. But don't wait. Deals this great won't last. Hurry in. Valid 12/26 to 2/2.